Are you traveling around Texas?
Yeah. You guys live in the city in San Antonio? Or?
Yeah, in San Antonio.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm from Austin originally.
I'm from Austin. Yeah.
I'm military. I've been to England. I've been to Panama.
That's the one. Really?
I spent 2.5 years in Japan. I spent time
wow.
in Alaska, on the Bering Sea on the north side of the island. I was on the Pacific Ocean, was on the south side.
Wow, okay. As part of all of the military? Or?
Military, yeah.
Oh, right.
And I fished Japan. Everywhere I go, I fish. I love fishing.
You could fish while in the army as well? Or?
Oh, yeah, I was Air Force. Yeah, we could fish. They don't restrict us.
Yeah, you have time off.
When you have time off, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you could travel thanks to the army and then fish in many different places. Before I was upstairs in like the gun section as well. It's also like super impressive as well.
That's the other big thing here, fishing and guns.
Yeah, fishing and guns. No,
fishing and guns.
Have an amazing day. Yeah. Thank you. People in Texas have been really friendly so far.
Yeah, most of us are. There's some that aren't.
I know.
Okay. You'll see maybe
run
on the channel when I run out of them, but it didn't happen so far.
You're gonna run into people that are not nice, but you'll run into more people that are nice, you know.
Yeah.
And everything. We don't discriminate. At least I don't, you know.
Yeah.
And call me sometimes.
Like a weed shop or what? This is amazing. Would you like answer like small like questions for my channel as well? I'm asking like very like human stuff to people.
Okay. Well, I was a theater major. I
really?
graduated with my theater degree from Texas A&M in Corpus. I moved here to live with my girlfriend, and she just graduated. So right now we're saving up so we can move to Colorado.
Colorado, yeah. Why there?
They have a lot of acting up there. I really like the mountains. I've lived in Texas my entire life, so I just want to get out and see and do. There's more to life than just Texas.
And what would you say like was the most pain you felt that wasn't physical?
Ooh, that's a deep one.
Yeah, it's a deep one, I know.
Damn. Probably when my best friend, one of my best friends, passed away in a fire here, actually.
Fire.
Yeah, the apartment complex set on fire, and she was one of the 5 people that got caught in it, and that news was really hard to take. And I moved here afterwards, so I drive by her apartment every day to come here, so it's kind of crazy, yeah.
Wow, tough stuff.
Yeah, tough stuff, but she was great. She's in a better place now. When people ask me the best person I know is always going to be her. Yeah, she was the best person I've ever met.
All right, thank you for sharing.
Of course, yeah. Good luck with your
stories.
channel.
Yeah, thank you.
That's so awesome. That's
so
so
can I publish this?
Of course.
He just moved here, and I don't come down here very often.
Okay, where are you guys from?
I'm from Louisiana.
Louisiana? Oh, really? Oh, so what are you doing here? I'm from France. So
Change of scenery. I can recognize the accent. Comment ça va?
Comment ça? Oui, ça va bien et toi? You speak French a little bit. You learn.
It's a different French. It's a different French, but a little bit.
From the French from Louisiana? Or?
Yeah,
it's
Cajun French. Cajun French.
Yeah. So there's still some people speaking French in Louisiana, or?
Sort of. I mean, my grandparents, they
older generation.
They speak to us about it. They'll speak to us in French, but not too often.
Yeah,
it's a dying,
it's dying,
here.
I imagine. Yeah.
If I can introduce you to my grandma right now, she'll carry a whole conversation.
Really?
In French. Yeah.
Oh.
That's like back home. They have like high schools and grade schools that are. Only
they
French
teach French. They got the curriculum to teach
teach
French in high school, but not too many people take it. I think more people taking Spanish.
Oh yeah, it's more useful.
All right, man.
Enjoy the night.
Be careful out here,
Nice to
man.
meet you.
What's up? You're the manager of the store?
Hey Ryan, this guy wants to speak to you. He's like some friends.
Wow, I'm happy to speak with anyone. Yeah, what's up? Yeah, nice to meet you. Yeah,
Good to
I'm
meet
Ben.
you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you for stopping by.
No, I came to this town because I heard it was the most hippie town in Texas.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that sounds very interesting.
Yeah.
I need to check it out.
Very cool. So we've got all your federally legal products. So HHC, THCP, THCO.
Legal.
Yeah, legal.
Legal.
It's all hemp derived.
Hemp derived? What does that mean?
it's made from hemp instead of cannabis. Hemp is like a sister plant to cannabis. It only makes CBD.
Really? So CBD is legal in Texas? Or...
Yes.
Okay. Why do you think that this town became what it is?
I think it's part of the university. The university is a liberal arts school, so I mean, you know, artists tend to kind of, you know, go to schools and like that have that vibe, you know, because like it is like focused heavily on art and theater. That it helps bring kind of that, you know, artistic culture to the community.
Yeah. Do you feel personally you relate to that? Or?
Oh yeah, for sure. What's a dream that I had that I let go of? Oh man, I don't know. That's tough. I used to play college baseball, and I had a heat stroke and I blew my shoulder out. And after that, I decided to no longer play. Even though I could have done the rehab, but I gave that up. And at the time, I had offers from minor league teams to play, and I just kind of moved away from it. So.
I have a friend who had an issue with sport and he went into depression because of that.
Yeah, a little bit. That's actually how I got into the cannabis world or like this kind of industry is because in California there's such a bad opium problem or opioid problem. I couldn't get my painkillers filled, so one of my buddies had a medical card and started giving me for painkillers instead of taking prescription pills. So I started taking cannabis, and that's really what got me into this.
Yes.
I'm glad that's a camera, but first I thought you had a hatchet.
No, it's a camera, yeah, very small one.
But you know it's Halloween.
Yeah, right. It's your costume for Halloween, or?
No, I dress like this every day.
Every day, okay, nice.
Queer as fuck.
Weird?
Queer.
By the way.
Yes.
Queer?
Yes.
Queer, oh, nice.
Well, that's how I identify.
I know, I heard that this is like the most hippie town in Texas. That's why I came to visit.
That's an awesome, well,
and
I'm glad that, that was appealing to you, because that makes me feel comfortable.
Oh, no, I'm glad. No, for sure. And you know what,
where are you from? I like your accent.
From Switzerland.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. My dad is Swiss, my mom is French, but I grew up in Switzerland, so I speak French. And
from what I hear, that is one wonderful place to be. I'm from Baltimore, Maryland.
Okay, yeah. And you've been living here?
I like your hot cocoa.
Yeah, thank you.
We've been here. Oh, I'm Jeff.
Yeah, I'm Ben. Nice to meet you.
Ben, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
But yeah, I'm from like the Mid-Atlantic.
Yeah.
Right next to Washington, D.C.
Yeah.
You got Baltimore. We got here, what, 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago, right?
2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
And we'll be leaving. We'll be
hitchhiking. Oh, I love hitchhiking.
Yeah, we're going to go somewhere else.
Nice. You guys are always like on the move and all.
Yeah. Well, my kids are all grown.
Yeah, nice.
You know? And believe it or not, even though I wear dresses, I made 3 beautiful kids, and now they're adults, so
we are not
independent.
I'm on the road now.
You have the freedom back, like.
Yes, right. Like now you got to do it like I do it. Go to work.
But you're like how is it called in the US? Like hobo? No, you consider.
That's.
Are you hobos or?
Yeah, hobo. Pretty much.
The first hobos I meet.
Yeah.
Well, great.
And that's helping other brothers out.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
I'm
Jim.
I'm Ben. Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
That's
my
what
brother Jeff
hobo means.
and my brother
helping
Jason.
other brothers out.
Yes.
My brother Jason.
And
right
because classically, we might do some transient labor, like go pick apples or.
I also love traveling, hitchhiking, and like.
Well, you're here from Switzerland.
First to give back, is like.
Oh man, that's awesome.
God bless you.
Yeah, God bless you.
Well, I'm an atheist, but
me too. And we're both like, God bless you.
Whatever is out there, bless you.
Yeah, bless you. Yeah. The universe bless you, maybe. Or,
for coming and talking to us. And,
of course.
And I thought you were coming with a hatchet, and I was like,
oh my God, no.
Oh, no. Hey!
Yeah. Nice.
I love Swiss mitts. No.
Nice.
I have a Swiss Army knife.
Santa Fe is the place to go.
Yeah, a lot of old native culture, yeah.
Ah, really?
He's from Santa Fe.
Yeah.
My brother here is from Santa Fe.
He's a native Santa Fean.
You're Native American? And
yeah, he's Native American,
From which...
well, actually, my biological dad was South American native from Argentina.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm mixed. So.
Yeah.
All right.
And I'm mainly an Irish slut.
I'm
from Michigan originally, but I'm Welsh. So.
Have you guys ever trained hop?
Yeah, me and Jason, we are train riders.
Done the train hopping, but both these guys are riders.
Yeah, I've been.
That's a crazy culture.
Started riding when we were young. Yeah, we both did. And,
it's a dangerous occupation.
Very dangerous.
Yeah, I would love to try, but I think the danger like made me not try so far. Is
and now
my
that
best
they got
advice,
drones and stuff like that.
well, my best advice for you is it's a game of cat and mouse, and you're never the cat. You're always the mouse.
Yeah.
So always be careful.
Okay,
Be very
you ever
careful.
get caught or?
I mean, yes, I've been caught. I've been maced. I've been tasered. I've been shot at. I've had dogs sticked on me. I've been kicked in the face.
Yeah.
I've been kicked in the ribs. I've had friends hopping over knuckles, lose limbs. I've had friends die.
Wow.
You know, so it's very, very dangerous.
And that's where I'd
real
rather
adventure
be
of
in a
life.
car.
Yeah, like
Wow.
I had a friend when I was younger. His name was Little J, and he died riding what they call suicide, and he fell through a hole when he was riding on this little piece of metal, fell asleep, and then fell in this hole, and then got ran over by the. And then his wife actually at the time was on the train too, coming out of Washington. He fell riding suicide and died. He got killed, and his wife happened to be on the train, and there's just a bloody mess. She witnessed the whole thing. It was all a tragic, terrible event. And I was, I might have been 16, 17 when that happened. Like, it was bad.
Oh,
It was real bad. Yeah. Gotta be really careful. And they don't want you on those trains.
Like your
Yeah, they don't.
They don't want you. And if they catch you, sometimes they will hog tie you, zip tie you, and beat the shit out of you. So it's not a
And
joke.
I used to pay good money for that to happen. Our biggest fear out here is usually other people out here.
Yeah.
To what?
Other trainer, other hobos.
Oh, really?
You gotta be
Right.
careful
I mean,
because sometimes
talk about
they're.
the danger.
Yeah.
They're the
So in
danger.
between.
Oh my god, you look
yeah.
awesome. Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, nice costumes. Wow. And what are you guys like dreaming now in your life of doing?
I was tired. I didn't want to sit with the same crew that I sat with in Baltimore on a porch drinking beer, telling the same old stories. I wanted to make new stories,
Oh, right.
and we did.
By the way, I wanted to ask you, like, you said you have children, and the mother of children,
She's half Costa Rican and basically the other half German, and she's lovely, and I loved her so much. But you know, those things end.
Yeah.
You know, and I used to wear her underwear to work,
Yeah.
and then it progressed.
What work did you used to do?
I worked for an infrastructure company,
Yeah.
and that's where I was on the rough grade crew, but we did roads, building pads, bridges.
Construction.
Like road work, but no blacktop, and
Tough stuff.
I operated heavy equipment.
Yeah. You guys are like the living like thing about Easy Rider, the movie, like.
Yeah, and you're right. Hopefully, I'm not Jack Nicholson.
No, you're not.
Yeah, he didn't fare too well.
Yeah, I know.
But I love that.
Well, I wish you
wanna
not.
be a bird.
Yeah.
And the football helmet.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was sad. I mean, the whole thing was dauntingly. I watched that as a youngster. I don't know if you ever seen Deliverance. I found both of them disturbing because let's shoot these hippies with a shotgun, or the ass raping of a guy. They're just both disturbing movies. My mom was liberal. My dad wasn't. But somehow they got married and made babies.
And they
But he retired from the Air Force, worked at Bethlehem Steel. He's got 3 pensions.
Oh wow.
But my mom smokes pot. And is liberal and cool, and she instilled that liberalism in me.
Nice.
To be like, if you're not hurting anybody else, I don't care what you do.
Nice.
You can, as long as you're not infracting on somebody else's ability to get what they need to get done, I'm not going to judge you. And I've always been pretty gay friendly, even though it took me a while to wear dresses. And yes, I've gone to either side, but I like both.
Courage, I think.
Well, it's easier now.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to be 50, so, back in the 70s and 80s, it wasn't very nice to be gay. It's like, you're probably going to get shit on by a lot of people.
It's funny because you would think like it's the time of the height of
Right.
the hippie dream, but
Yeah, but that was in San Francisco.
Yeah.
And maybe New York,
yeah,
but not in Baltimore.
yeah. Thanks so much for sharing all these stories. I really appreciate it.
It's been a beautiful day.
Yeah, today.
And very beautiful to meet you, Ben.
Very beautiful to meet you too, Jeff.
I'm happy to have met you. And I
Me too.
hope that you can find me on Facebook. 'Cause
Yes.
I'll definitely...
Can I share this video on YouTube?
Absolutely.
Amazing
No
to-
parts of me feels embarrassed about anything I just said.
Amazing, thanks so much.
But Ben,
Yes.
much love.
Yeah, much love to you too, and keep on going with everything.
You don't have the best costume, but you might be the best person I ran into
Oh,
today.
thank you. That's very touching.
Oh, yeah, brother.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, man.